you they gave you a chance. Don't think your enemy is going around telling everybody they blessed you, because they ain't telling it. That's why he said within himself. He didn't tell his court. He didn't tell the lawyers. He didn't tell the administrative clerk. He didn't tell nobody. He said within himself. He said, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust say. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he not find faith in the earth? What is God looking for? He's looking for faith. But what I like about this lady, what I do like about this lady, is that she didn't have no pride. Some of us too proud. Yeah. We won't fight for ourselves. We don't want nobody to know what's going on with us, so we won't fight for her. Say, I don't know what was going on in her. I don't know if she was about to get a garnishment. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if she had some haters. I don't know if people was outside her house taunting her. I don't know who her enemies were. But she went to somebody that she felt like could handle the situation. And let me tell you something about rejection. Rejection don't feel good. And oftentimes when you go into folk that you know can help you and they reject you, I don't care if you love God or not. If you got what I need, help me out. So she went to somebody that she felt that could help her in a situation, and he would not do it. But what I love about this sister, this girl was bad to the bone. She said, I don't care what you say. I don't care how many times you're going to reject me. I'm going to get on your nerves. And the problem with us, we ain't getting on nobody's nerves. How many of us still ain't still walking up to HR and saying, look, I need to talk to you about my money. I need to tell you that I ain't making enough. See, when they tell us that they can't do nothing else, we walk away with our head tucked in our little shoulder and say, okay, well, I'll just wait. But somebody got to keep going to HR and say, hey, can I have a meeting with you? I need to talk to you about my money, because I know I'm worth more than what you paying me. I give this company everything, and you need to give me a little bit more money. You got to keep going until somebody hear you, until you get on somebody's nerves. To make them say, okay, honey, I'll give it to you. I don't know how many married folk in here, but have you ever got on your husband's nerves enough till he just say, all right, I'll give it to you. But she kept going, y'all. She kept going and she kept coming. And as I think about her, I think about going back to Exodus when God told Moses to go tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And Pharaoh said, Moses said, okay, God, I'll go do what you say. Y'all know the story. He went through the whole thing, and he went to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh turned him down the first time. He said, okay, he went back to God and said, God, okay. Pharaoh said he ain't going to let him go. So he went back to Pharaoh the second time, and he went back the third time. He kept going back, and after 9 plagues, Pharaoh decided, you know what, I'm going to let them people go. Because you know what, Moses getting on my nerves. Them and their God is getting on my nerves. You got to get to a point that your enemies will say, Linda and her God is getting on my nerves. Karen and her God are getting on my nerves. Torlise and her God are getting on my nerves. Terry and her God are getting on my nerves. Libra and her God are getting on my nerves. Vonda and her God are getting on my nerves. It's time to get on somebody's nerves. But we ain't speaking up. We're not talking up. We need to get on the enemy's nerves. And how do I get on his nerves? When I open up my mouth to praise him. When I'm on my knees praying. When I'm praising God, I'm going to get on your nerves, because I'm going to keep calling those things that are not as though they already are. I'm going to call myself blessed. I'm going to call myself prosperous. I'm calling my business. I'm calling my life back. I'm about to get on your nerves. I'm about to get on your nerves, because I didn't get this far by myself. He didn't leave me last year because I was here. So I'm about to get on somebody's nerves.
Montgomery, I'm about to get on your nerves. State Capitol, I'm about to get on your nerves. Because somebody gonna say within themselves, Serena is really getting on my nerves. Tarlise, when you go to work, they gonna say Tarlise is getting on my nerves. She getting on my nerves. So I might as well leave her alone. Because her mind keep getting on my nerves. Because every time I turn around, another car. Every time I turn around, something else happens. Every time I turn around, she sell another house. Every time I turn around, favor is all over their life. Because they getting on my nerves. Because they walking by faith and not by sight. Every time they get a diagnosis, they praise them even harder. Every time cancer hit their bodies, come back again. They get on my nerves. When we gonna get on the devil's nerves? When we gonna get on people's nerves? Can't make it. Inside conversations telling you that you ain't gonna make it. I don't even believe in